she'd been wanting ready. I waited until midnight, but she never showed. I only found out where she was when I saw Liam's Instagram story. She was in London for a medical conference. It was just a business trip, she'd said then. I don't need to report my every move to you. Birthdays happen every year, but this was a career opportunity. Don't you have your own life to worry about? Why are you always tracking my schedule? I'd lost it on the phone that night. Elena, in your world, am I always last? The least important? The one who can always be postponed? Her only response was, "You're being irrational. We'll talk when I get back to Seattle." Then she hung up. I signed the transfer agreement. The HR manager watched me fill out the form, then hesitated. "This is a move to New York. That's a big deal. Aren't you going to talk it over with your girlfriend?" "No need. The last time I was changing jobs, I brought her 2 different offers to get her opinion." Elena had glanced at them and said, "It's your life, Caleb. Don't ask me to make your decisions for you." But she spent an entire weekend helping Liam rewrite his application for the hospital's residency program so he could work in her department. Elena always said I wasn't independent enough, that I was too emotionally demanding. When I'd try to tell her about my day, she'd put on her headphones to listen to a medical podcast. When I was running late and needed a ride because my car was in the shop, she refused, saying her schedule was too tight to be disrupted. When I wanted to go to a gala with her colleagues, she told me I should build my own professional circle. I used to think she was just a cold person, and I thought I would be the exception. Then Liam showed up. He claimed to have severe panic attacks, and Elena's parents had asked her to look after him. I thought she'd see it as a burden, but she agreed without a second thought. He was the exception. He would text her at 3 a.m. saying he was spiraling, and she would throw on her coat and leave. When he was a volunteer at the hospital, she personally introduced him to the board. "This is Liam. He's like family to me. Please look out for him." Every time I argued with her about it, she'd just frown. "I'm looking after him because he's a risk to himself. You're jealous of a guy who can barely function? Do you have any idea what he almost did?" She always stopped herself mid-sentence, leaving a heavy, meaningful silence in his wake. But I never saw Liam on the verge of a breakdown. His episodes only ever seemed to flare up at the most convenient times, when Elena and I had a rare dinner planned, when I needed her support, or when I finally worked up the courage to tell her I was unhappy. All the excuses I had made for her, it's just her personality. She's a busy surgeon. She hates clingy people. They all crumbled in the face of the patience and care she showed to someone else. Fine, after my surgery tomorrow, after I leave the city, Elena Mercer will be nothing to me. Sam took the day off when he heard about my surgery. "Is the guest room ready? Your 5-star private nurse is on his way." I laughed, texting him back. "Cleaned it twice, even bought new sheets just for you. I guarantee you'll be—" I stopped mid-sentence the moment I opened the door to my apartment. My brand new set of sheets was balled up on the floor. The guest room was filled with things that weren't mine. A gaming setup was sprawled across the desk, and the vanity was cluttered with men's skincare and pill bottles. A designer silk robe was draped over the back of the chair. It was a gift I'd bought for myself last year. The tags were still on, but now it was stained with a large coffee spill. The front door opened again. Liam's soft laugh drifted in. "Elena, thank you so much for taking me to that steakhouse. The meal was amazing. The dessert completely cured the bad mood my roommate put me in." Then Elena saw me. She said flatly, "Liam had a fight with his roommate. His mental state is fragile. I was worried something would happen if he was alone. He's just staying in the guest room until he finds a new place." I let out a cold laugh. "Elena, I texted you a week ago that Sam was coming to stay." She froze. The look on her face said it all. She'd completely forgotten. When I'd asked her about it, her response had been, "You can decide that on your own. You don't need to ask me about everything." Elena's lips thinned. "I'm sorry." She held up a takeout bag, her voice softening like she was talking to a child. "We went to that new spot you wanted to try. I brought you something." I glanced at the logo on the bag. It was the restaurant I had begged